Hi everyone. Can you all hear me? Hi Randy. Thank you so much for the beads. I'm trying to work on it. Hi Anna. Hi Mavis. Hello Robin. Hi Jeremy. Hi Marsha. Hi Bonnie. Hello Janella. Hi Sharon. Hi Karen. So last week, it was a chaos week, very chaotic. I had some meetings to attend outside of town. By the time I was supposed to get back, it kind of some meeting kind of went a bit longer than anticipated. So instead of coming back on Wednesday, I came back on Thursday. So that's a lot. Beside that, I had a lot of planning, organization, and inventory to do. And if you all remember, the last class I taught, you saw me struggling with my thumb. So in the past few days, I've been wearing a brace. I'm going to take it out for the class. It's for a preventive measure so I don't pull my thumb because we kind of figure out why my thumb is being so weak. Uh, Cutting fabric is not a good movement for my thumb right now, and I have a lot of sewing to do. So my thumb is fine, weak, but fine. But I'm going to take the brace out. I'm going to put you on mute because the sound of that is not very nice and kindly. So give me a few moments. Hope you didn't hear all of that Velcro pulling out. But yeah, my thumb is weak, so I need to be careful with it. But it's doing good. Okay. Uh, for those of you knows, we got some snow yesterday. Last week was filled with rain, so the humidity is way up there. Hi, Derby. So that's about what happened last week. Today we're going to learn about front side and back side. That's not something that was always there. We know that crocheting, knitting, there's a front and a back side. And in tatting, for a long time, uh, they were not a definite front and back side. So I'm going to explain how traditional tatting, how they have their front and back side, because that's a taste of the person placing the dolly or the piece um, on or on their table, and show you the difference with the when you do a front and back side. We also are going to practice with one of the pattern I gave down in the description, the flower motif from Jennifer Williams. Okay. We're also going to see also a little bit of up and down join. Next week, we're going to see it the other why front I'm sorry, why up and down join are done in different ways. Because when we do stack rings, you know the earrings that many of you are starting with Tammy, the simple ring on ring earrings. Um, the up join and the down join as how can I say that? As a purpose for those type of stack ring, and it's not the same as the front and back side join. Okay, so did you all do the flower motif for the shuttle tatting? Nice. So we'll go. I'm going to go show you down shut. Hopefully, I need to get back and have the hang of this. Here we go. Can you all see this? For those who are new, my name is Katia, and I'm a French Canadian. And if you see my fingernails with two colors, the dark one is for my left hand, and the light ones is for my right hand. Okay? So it's easier for you to follow me. So I showed you this one some time ago. This is shuttle tatting. They all shuttle tatted piece. Okay. My needle one that we were doing the clover one is not finished, but it's beside me. Um, this big piece and this small piece are front side, back side. Okay. This one is made the traditional way, meaning there's no defined front and back side. I know it's not close for you to see, but I'm going to go in the zoom shot and I'm going to show you all and explain it to you. Okay. From traditional way, they always did the up join. Okay. So when they were working their ring and their chain, the movement they were doing was always the first half of the stitch, then the second, and so on, no matter the side they were working on. Okay, if they're turning or not. So by doing that, what's happening? Let me just pull this a little bit down and go in the down shot. No, not the down, but the zoom shot. So you can see. I'm going to place myself. I know this the background is dark, but because the color are light, I wanted to you to see the piece a bit clearer. Okay. Let me try to zoom a bit. Don't get sick, please. Okay. Hopefully, yeah. So if I go here, okay, no. Let me just place everything. Okay. So when we start, okay, in this piece, you can see the chain here. Hopefully, I'm too much zoomed. Let me try to move that a bit so it doesn't lag as much. That's a bit much. I'm sorry. I don't want to get you sick. Okay, that should do. Trying to figure out which ring here. Okay. Can you see the chain? This is pink. And the picot here. And this one. Okay. If you see the double stitch of the chain is have all the cap on the same side. But when you look inside of the ring just below, you can see that it's not. You have two legs here. Okay. Hi, Carol. Hi, Mary. So back then, the way that people place their thing was how they like it to look. So it could be one side or the other. They could do the chain and say, okay, my chain is going to be my front side. Or they can go the other way and say that the ring are going to be their, let me pull this a little bit down, or have the ring be the front side. Okay, that was a preference, and everybody has their own way of seeing things. My little kitty's kind of screaming at me behind me, but oh well. So that's front and back. No, no, no. Just give me a few moments. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, those who have pets, you do not understand when you're not home for several days how they react afterward. So she's being very needy, very needy. Okay, so like I was saying, I do a lot of fairs, and I do get a lot of help. And even if I explain how to put what's the front side and the back side, most normal people who doesn't know what tatting is won't see a difference. Okay, a big difference. I'm going to take this one out. Now I'm going to show you the big piece. This one. Okay, because I want you to see when you do a front and a back side. This is shuttle tatted front and back side. As you can see, a way to understand it is look at the picot. Let me look at the picot. Okay. They tend to all want to kiss the table, lay flat. Okay. That's the right side. Okay. If I turn it over, let me give you the same section. Can you see the difference? Can you see it? The picot wanted to jump at you. This is one way of understanding, and when you look at it to see if it's the wrong or the right side. Okay. The other way is that the picot inside. Okay. You got. Let me try to get the right one. Should be here. Okay. There's legs. Okay. The loop that goes around the thread. Oops. Okay. doesn't show. But if you look at the right side, let me try to get, yeah, like this. Okay. You can see the cap and the picot. The picot is going inside the cap. Can you all see this? Hi, Carol. Going to wait a bit. When I'm going to show you the little purple one, you'll understand a bit more of what I say about the picots going up and the picots going down. Okay? There's different way to see the front and the back, but I'm pretty sure that you can see in this piece how it's not finished or uniform here. That's the back. Can you see? This piece not blocked, so can you see? Everything seems more fluid, and the picots tend to go backward. That's the fast way to see if there's a back side or a front side. Okay? But like I said, most people won't see this. Let me put this piece away and bring this one. By the way, this one is shuttle tatted with size 50 thread. I'm going to try to take the purple section so you can see better. Can you see? The picot tends to go downward. And if I flip it over for the wrong side, let me get my purple section. Okay, like this. Can you see? It wants to come towards me. And the finish piece, when you work is not the same. Thank you, Ren. That thread is old thread. It's called Flora from Indiana, and it's a size 50 thread. I don't think they're having it anymore. But I love the piece. So everybody can understand the front and the back side. Is there any question on this before we start learning how to achieve this? Okay. So let's go in the down shot. I'm just going to not going to work on the dark gray material, so I'm going to put it away. And we're going to work the flower motif that some of you in shuttle tatting, what's up? What did I miss, Mary? Ask your question. No, On the front side, the picot goes backward, and on the back side, the picot tends to want to come upward. Let me see if I can have another piece. They're small though. That won't do. Well, maybe there. Let me go back in the zoom shot with something else. Okay. This is front side. Okay. I know, small thread, 40 Elizabeth thread, but I love working with 40 Elizabeth thread. Okay. So can you see that the picot, let me here, tends to want to go down towards the table, as if I turn it around. Can you see it? Want it to come towards you? Here, can you see it? That's the back side, okay? Because the definition of the double stitch, my camera's lagging. The definition of the double stitch, you don't have a cap in front of the picot, as if you would do. Let me try if I can have it like this, side by side.
Hopefully, the next time you have your docking appointment for ball and all those, you don't have to.
This one,
Suffer too much.
in a few minutes, is a back side. Is the back side. The one at the bottom is on the right side. Can you see the difference? Okay. That's a more polished finish than this one. Okay. We do many of those who do front side, back side do modern tatting, while traditional tatters will not bother with the front and back side. Okay. So let's start the motif. Hi, Karen. So we're going to take about, I don't have my rule. Yeah, I have my ruler. Let's say 4 feet. Maybe less for you.
Wait, here's the portal.
I'm working with size 3 thread from Onsidia. It's fashion thread. So you can see what I'm doing, but you can work your piece with the size of thread you want. Okay. So when we're working front side, back side, the ring, which will be 7 double stitch, a picot, 2 double stitch, a picot, 7 double stitch, close the ring. We're going to start and make our 7 double stitch. Okay. 4.
But I'm assuming you got the portal that you got to get right, yeah?
There was a question that was asked to me. What size picot? Not many patterns. Some patterns do, but not many patterns mark the size of the picot. Marsha, I am using a size 5 needle with my size 3 thread. That's because I have a tight tension,
I'm doing it
and
the right way.
personally, I think it looks better. But if you are learning, go with the size 3 needle with size 3 thread. With time and practice, you can have a lower or smaller needle. Pumpkin, you're back. Give me a few seconds again. And I'm back. Yes, you can print the pattern. You can go, I can give you the link. Give me a few minutes because in the description below, I put two patterns. One is this one. Um, it's the flower motif by Jennifer Williams. And I also put a link for a suggested practice pattern. That's a flower bookmark. So yeah, uh, you can do both. Uh, so give me a few seconds. I need this one. So this is the pattern that we're going to be using today. And this one is an optional pattern. It's easy, but it's going to give you the feeling and the look of the bracelet I made. No, this one I just showed. Yeah. Okay. So it can be a bookmark, it can be a bracelet, it can be whatever you want. All of my links are linked in the description below of the video. And yes, you can print them. Okay. When you're working, like I said, we were what size of picot that we need. I'm going to go and zoom just to show you. Let me place my stuff. And she's back.
That way the pen is on.
Okay, let me go down.
See.
You want attention. I know you want it, but no. Uh-uh. Sorry, talking to my cat. Okay, as you can see the pattern here. Let me grab. Okay, you got the size of the picot here. Okay, if you look at the distance from the top of the double stitch and the top of the picot here, okay, if you measure this, it's about equal to two double stitch wide when it's closed. So you're going to have to make a picot that is going to be the size of four double stitch. So when the picot is going to be closed, it's going to be the width of two double stitch. Everybody got understood that because since I'm working with larger thread, my picot gauge and what the size of them that I need to use are not the same that you are going to have to use. So if you have a picture, you can look at it and see what size you need. Okay? That's why I usually work in the width. A picot should be the width of that amount of double stitch. Okay? So hopefully everybody got that. Let's go back at doing our pattern. At least I'm going to try. Down shut. So I did my 7 double stitch. Let me put this there. Okay. And 2 double stitch. Picot. And 7 double stitch. Okay. That's 6. And that's 7. So for those who've been watching, all of you saw that I started with the first movement to do the ring. Now let's close it. Close the ring. Remember, pinch the last one you did. Put the thread between your pinky and ring finger so that when you pull the thread, all of the twisting and knotting will be done under. So you can take your needle, and when it's done, you got your loop behind, front, close the ring. Now we have our ring. It says to reverse work. For needle tatter, we turn our work. Okay? Make the knot. Make sure it lays flat. Now, remember some of you asked, do I place my needle in front or in back? Now I'm going to place the needle behind for the chain, and I'm going to start with the second movement, okay? And put it as close as I can. Everybody got that? And then the first one. I'm not going to go more than this. In case you want me to do a close-up, please say close-up if you want me to do that with a close-up. What I'm showing, it's also called reverse order of double stitch or stitch, because when you turn, you will reverse the, yeah, she's naughty today. Um, because you're reversing which one. Okay, so let me go down and down shot, zoom. It's been a week. I have the feeling that I need to relearn everything about YouTubing. Get this out, this out. Okay, I take, this is laying flat. Take the needle, put it under. Okay. I'm just going to try to get a bit more space. Just a few. So you can see so what I do the second movement under and pull tight gently under. Okay. So it lays flat on the back side of the base of the ring. Then I'm going to do the first movement. Okay. And the chain is 2. So again, second movement, first movement. So 3 picot. After that, picot 5 times. So over, first half, second, first, that's 2, second, that's 3, again, over, okay? Everybody see this? I know right now your brain might be going in a lot of direction and fighting you on it, and that's normal. Is that 3? The 3 4? Oops. I need to count and talk at the same time. Not going very well today. So that's 2. And I'm fighting a cap. Second half, that's 1 double stitch. Second half, first half, that's 2. Second and first, that's 3. Now we have 3 picots, and I need to make 5. So again, second half, first 1 double stitch, second half, first, that's 2, second half, first half, that's 3 double stitch, and I have 4 picots. So I have for second half, first half, 1 double stitch, second half, first half, second double stitch, that's 3 double stitch, and we have 5. Now we need to make a picot again with 2 double stitch. So I'm going second half, first half, that's 1 double stitch, second half, first half, that's 2 double stitch. Okay. Let me show you. This is what your project will be looking like when you're working on the back side. Everybody can see this? No, I didn't cut the thread from the ball. Look, remember? I got my ball holder and it's not cut. Okay? So, everybody saw this? So I'm going to close the chain. Remember, I put the thread between my ring finger and the pinky. Yes, you're going to hear me say this a lot, and I'm going to continue saying this because honestly, doing this trick prevented me a lot of headache with knots and twisted thread. Okay? So let's see if I can. Going slowly. When it's done, I can let my pinky out of the loop and close the ring. Okay? Always shape your chain. Okay? Okay? Now again, we need to reverse work. It's a shuttle pattern. We need to understand our term. For us, reversing work means turning our work. So I'm going to turn my work, no go away. Okay? And make my knot. You know, it's a shoelace trick. So lay it flat. Okay? Now I'm back on the front side. Can you see? All the caps are in front here of the picot. Same with the chain. And if I turn it back on the other side, which would be the wrong side, can you see? Let me hold it more like this. Okay. Do you understand the picot coming towards me? Can you see it here? You should see it in your own project also. Okay, so that's the back side. So now we need to do a ring again. Okay, so I'm going to place my needle. You can do it over or under. Make the first step. Remember, first and second. That's a double stitch. Oh, I think I'm out of. Okay, here. Okay. If this is in your way, pull it out. It's thread. It's going to take its shape when you're finished. Okay, so first movement, under, cross. Okay, that's 2, and I need to do 7. Okay, first movement, second movement, 4, first movement, second movement. That's 5, 6, and 7. Now we need to join to the ring. Haha. This is a place where many of you kind of have difficulty. We have 2 picot. Which picot do I need to join? Okay. So in this one, we need to join to the picot here, the last picot. Okay. Now, most of you know how to do up join. So basically up. I'm going to show you what not to do right now. Okay, because okay, that's the up join. What I taught you so far. So if I close it, because I want you to see, can you see the loop here? Okay, that's breaking the line of the double stitch on my needle. Okay, so to be able to do the right one, I'm going to take it out. Okay, we're going to do a down join. For doing the down join, I'm going to take my thread, put it over the picot, take my hook, go under towards me, grab the thread, and pull it down. Okay? When this done, I'm going to place it. Make sure that the thread that's here is the thread that's going to be put on top of the needle. Okay? And when I'm going to close it, can you see I got a cap here? Going to do the first movement because we're on the right side. So first movement, second movement. What I tend to do, whoops, is I kind of pull a bit on my, sorry, cat's having fun. Okay. So, but can you see? It's more uniform. And the line of the ring isn't broke. Okay. So, Anna, tell me, where are you lost?
I was corralling him. I'd rather have him run around in a place where you can still see if you're trying to shoot him with an arrow. And
I need to know, where are you lost, Anna?
You wouldn't want that. I don't want that one. And that's well,
While I'm waiting for Anna to explain to me where she's lost, any of you ask questions?
we can do one more before we might have to really go on for play. Unless we go far out, Joe, we could just jump back.
Maybe she got lost also. Okay. Do you want me to start the join back? I'll do the join again. Okay. I'll even do something a bit different. Lost at the postage. Okay. Let me grab. Can you see this? Yeah, the pink one. You can see it. It's flashy. I'm just going to cut a piece of it. Okay. Can you all imagine that this pink thread is the picot? Okay. So when you're working front side, back side, the front side is um, yes, Mary, I did. Like I'm saying, okay, at the I got you lost at the chain. Oh, when you're working front side, the first element you do is either you can decide, but I usually start with the front side, meaning I start at the first half. Okay, camera went down. I'm, uh, yeah, I'm having fun. Um, so I usually decide to start with, like I said, the first element, usually the ring, making the ring the front side. Okay, because in the traditional way, most of the people usually put the ring on the front side. Okay, then after the ring, I turn my work. Let me undo this. Okay, I turn my work, and when I started to do the chain, okay, that I put under. Remember, I put the needle under. I started with the second half of the double stitch, then the first one that made one double stitch. Then again, second half, first half, that's the second double stitch. Do you all understand that?
I mean, I would try to use a bow and arrow, but I think do you?
So now I'm starting if I remember correctly, it's the threefold almost. Yeah. So I'm going to do the next ring. It's first half, second half, This ring is basically the same way you've been working since we started. So there's no difficulty there. Okay. So I need to make 7, 2, 5, 6, 7. I need to join. I'm going to do put the pink with the blue one, okay? Just for you to show. If I do a up join, I go from top to bottom, grab the thread. Oops, need to grab it. Pull the loop on the needle, okay? Let me show you this way. Can you see? Pull it that. When I do a normal joint, meaning a up joint, when I pull the loop from the back to the front, can you see it breaks here with the pink thread? So when you're working front side, but on the front side, you need to do a down joint, not a up joint. Okay? Let's do the down joint. Do this. Okay? Up joint is you put the thread over the picot. I'm going to put again the pink thread so to help you see the difference. Okay. Then I'm going to go under the picot, grab the thread and pull it down. Oops, was I off? Okay. Then I'm going to place it on the needle. Let me close a bit this and place the pink one over. Down a bit. Can you see the cap here? So by the cap being there, when I'm going to close the picot and I'm going to take the pink one off, okay? Play with, okay? So you basically got the same type of cap that would be in front of the normal double stitch, okay? Again, I'm doing normal, so first half, second half, first half, second half. Then we need to do a picot and 5 double stitch. First half, so basically the front side is working exactly as you've learned so far. When you need to turn and make a chain, that's where you need to think. Okay, so picot after the 5 is picot and 12. So I'll be going a bit faster for 12. Four, oops, 7, That should be 12. 1, 2, 12. Okay. That's 12. So I need to close. Remember, take the thread, put it between, and it's the thread that's coming from the eye of the needle, not the one coming from the project that goes between my fingers. Okay? So now I'm going to grab. It's Stu. Where's Stu? Yeah, I did. Oh, did I do? Oops. Yeah, I got two there. Okay. You guys are scaring me. So close the ring gently. I'm going to try to. And those are a really big ring. Now I need to reverse my work. So I'm going to flip it, do the shoelace trick, make sure that the knot lays flat. Okay. I'm going to put, since I need to do one double stitch, I put my needle under the ring. Okay. I do the second half, then the first half. That's only one double stitch to do. So again, I'm going to close it. Make sure it's in position. Okay. And turn the work under here. Okay. Now I need to do the third ring. And is there any question? Because I need to undo the last ring. What do you mean? Do I do this for the ring too? I should usually put the needle over when I work a ring and under when I work a chain. When I'm usually working front side, back side. Let me undo what I just did because that ring is not the right size, and I'm going to fight that thread. When you're trying to undo a stitch, be careful not to, oops, be careful not to pry your thread. Okay. So let's undo this because I need to undo the ring. So I usually kind of carefully untight
Hey, fuzzball.
the double stitch. And it's fighting me today. It's really fighting me. So there's one.
I talked about today. You'll notice the turns.
Because there's only two double stitch, it's a bit harder to undo, even with needle.
I'm surprised I didn't die. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I read I'm reading the pattern, but when I was about to start the second ring. That's where I figured there was a typo. Let's call it a typo. Okay, it's fine. See, the 12 double stitch, the oops I did, makes me show you again how to undo your work. So you're not perplexed when you're going to do it. So since we're doing self-closed mock ring, we got the thread here. Okay, I'm going to pull on this one. Okay, so I have a better way to put my hook in. I'm going to take the thread that was put in that loop and basically pull apart, gently pull apart the double stitch while I'm kind of, come on, I got another one flip. Can, unflip, unflip. If you're struggling like I am, you can let it down. Go where you can, another place. Inside between both of the stitch, pull on the cord thread, make a loop, pull it out. Okay.
I will definitely say the blade.
Okay. I mean, front side, back side. Do you do it for the ring too? I'm sorry if I asked a dumb question. Uh, basically, what part do you want? You're asking about the front and back side. No. You know you're going to change names, right? And you're trying to, okay. I'm still there, just fighting a cat because you know how cat likes thread. And she's kind of, oh, you see, she's back. She's in my down zone shot. I'm trying to really understand your question, Anna.
Have okay. Have some resin that bucket I found
You
here
do realize you're in the wrong place right now.
no, between two.
Okay. Just going to move a bit so that,
Yeah. Have the
yes, Mary.
I'm gonna see if I can.
Yes, Mavis. When you're going to do the chain, as soon as you see reverse work going from a ring, sorry, my glass drop on my nose. As soon as you start with a ring, you do normal ring. If you see a reverse work, meaning a turn for needle, you're going to do a rod reverse order of the double stitch. And when you're going to do again a reverse work, you're going to go back normal way. Now, if you have a do not reverse, you will have you will have to keep going and do the normal way you were doing. Exactly, Sharon. When you turn or reverse, you reverse the order of the stitch. That's a great tip. Reverse order of double stitch. Okay. Anna, when you're going to start ring two, the second ring, since you're going back, you reverse after the chain, you're going to do it the normal way. The first part, actually, when you work, okay, let me try to zoom because okay, you can compare your ring and your chain. You can see that everything here is done with the first half and second half, okay? So when you're going to do your ring, you're going to start with the first half and the second half. Okay, let me, and I put over for the ring when I'm doing front side, first half, second half. The cap are going to be the same. Okay, let me, not going to do the pattern again, just going to grab some, couple of the yes and a picot so you can see. Okay, can you see? It's the same. The cap in front of the picot is the same on the chain and on the ring. That's your front side. Rod, yeah. Okay, that's your front side. When you're going to work on the back side, okay, look, your picot, there's no cap on it. That's another way to understand and remind how you, if you're going to do the second half or first half. So in this pattern, there's no do not reverse work. Each ring you're going to do are all going to be normal ring, meaning first half and second half. That's the front side. When all the chain on that pattern is going, you're going to start with the second half, then the first half. Does that make sense? Believe me, your brain's going to not like you so much, but you need to practice this. Okay? Let me go back up because right now I have a cat that's going, nope, I love your tread. Hi there. I'm back. For all chain, it's backward. It's the back side. For chain, not chain, ring, you're going to work. Let me try something. Okay, just going to type something. Whoops. I'm going. Yeah, regular for ring, rod for the chain.
And then the music that I'm taking for the another area for the next 5 years, or at least in time to be able to not get started.
Okay. Sorry for the cap lock. Yeah, that's a good tip, Fred. Randy usually write the reverse uh, on her pattern next to the right side and wrong side for the right. Yeah, she took some notation. Sharon's, yeah, putting a marker in the front is something that can be helpful depending on the person using it. So yes, it can be done. True, Mavis, it's easier to take out your work on the needle. That's true. And Anna, it's all right. Just you didn't bombard me with your question. I was just having a hard time to understand the question because in my mind, it kind of some word were missing. So when you have a question, take the time and give me the question, the full question, so I can understand. Take the time. It's fine. I'm going to try to answer and give you an answer. So yeah. Now, if you want to do the bookmark, do it with a single color, not too many colors. Just a suggestion. Uh, is there right now? Is there any question? I know you're going to need a lot of practice. Uh, Not real. Yes, Mary, and not really at the same time. Okay. Let me how to. how can I explain it? Um, Front side, first half stitch plus the second half stitch is the front half side. If you have a reverse word, okay, let me rewrite this. Oops, I'm still in front in cap lock. I'm not screaming at you. I just want you to be able to see. Um, and I don't. Okay.
The plate should go in the container.
Hopefully, this might help you. Okay, I just, can you see? When you're doing the front side, you're going to start with the first half stitch, then the second half. When you're going to do the backside, if you have a reverse work, when you're going to have a reverse work, oops, you're going to switch. I didn't, not sure. I need to correct this. I did a mistake again. Let me. Guess I'm getting tired. Okay, let me give you the right one. This is the right one. I'm sorry. Like I said, you start normally. When you reverse your work, you're going to work on the back side. By working on the back side, you need to reverse the order of the double stitch, meaning you're going to start with the second half, then the first half, and so forth. Is it clearer now? And is there any more questions? Okay, the chain, it's when it say one in the pattern, okay, it means you need to do one double stitch, okay?
Okay. Nothing much. Just
You are welcome, Carol, Marilu. Carol, yes, and yes, everybody's going to need a lot of practice, okay? Just to let you in on a little secret. Since I started teaching you the first class this year, well, even last year, all of the class I did was teaching you traditionally, okay? Old school. When I usually do front side, back side, and it's kind of inside of me, so it's mechanic. So when I'm teaching you the traditional way, I need to fight myself to make sure I do the right double stitch or movement at the right place so I don't confuse you. Okay. It will take some time, but at some point, it's going to be as soon as you're going to reverse, it's going to be automatic. You're going to be able to reverse your stitch without thinking. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why I'm teaching you the first movement and the second movement, front side, back side, is because we are going to use it when we're going and need to be at ease with it when we're going to be doing split ring and split chain. Right now, I've been teaching you a lot of techniques, but each technique I showed, it's for something upcoming, another technique upcoming. Okay. So you don't have too much thing to think at the same time. Um, this hour of class goes by too fast. Yeah, it does. Um, okay, Mary, is traditional or front back side better? It's a question of preference. If you are going to do piece for competition, go with front and back side. No question asked. Okay. If you're going to do it to put on your table or in a frame, or even if you're going to sell, not many people are aware of backside and front side. Okay, so it depends of you what you want to do. Yes, Jeremy, it's a lot of brain training and repetition, but at some point everything's going to go naturally and it's going to be instinctive the same way as you're doing a normal double stitch. Uh, Deborah, at the end of it, it is 1DC or 12. RB, let me look. Okay, between the 12, the typo in the pattern, but you're missing one pico, Mary. Not Mary, Anna. It should be, if you look at the diagram, 7, 2, 4, 5, 2. Yeah, it's 2. It's not 12, it's 2. You're right. You're right. Everybody got that? Yes, some some pattern has a lot of error in it. Uh, Pico 2, closed ring, exactly, Maridus. Um, Long form and short form. That's the form that we're looking at. They can have typos or errors in it. because they didn't have the same way of testing patterns. So today we find people to test our pattern and look at it and make sure that we didn't forget something. And that's why with time we kind of got the diagram part of tatting, because it's easy to, it's not easy to read, but it's easy to follow and look at to see where we're going and how to do things. So you can use both. Any more questions?
So, what?
Mm,
Are you,
um,
are you taking it online?
let me. You are welcome. For those of you who are not on the mailing list, if you want to join, you'll need to send an email here.
So I could notice, not just the one, but the three of you.
Make sure to send if you want to be part. Oops. Just make sure to send an email there. If you have questions, it's the same email. It's info.tattingmuse@gmail.com. Just if you have questions, if you want to send me your picture, if you want to send me your question, your difficulty, just please send it. I know Deborah
I
Mavis.
don't know why.
I'm forgetting somebody else. Is it Jackie? You sent me last week some email. I'm sorry, I didn't have the time to answer you. And when I was about to read them, I had a migraine, so I wasn't understand nothing, even in French. So don't worry. I will be answering you this week since I'm feeling better. And that's it. Don't be afraid to share a difficulty with me. Please don't. You are welcome, Derby. Yeah.
Um, what's the middle?
Oh, Mary, you DM me? Okay, I'll go look at that. Uh, like I said, I usually look at my stuff between midnight Eastern time and 3 o'clock in the morning. That's usually my time. Mary knows that. But last week I was so beat. At midnight, I only wanted to go in bed to bed. So, yeah, spend a week like that. Don't fight it.
Yeah, and have a water.
Temperature is going to be better soon, hopefully. I like seeing your project. I like to see the evolution you have. I like to see the progress. Um, so yeah, I like. I'm so proud of you when I see the challenge because some of you had a lot of challenge a month or so ago and see your project evolve to the point that I can say it's night and day. I'm so proud of you, and that helps me go on and teach you more and go under what's on the surface so you all understand why we're doing that movement and what we would do, what would happen, and so on. So, yeah, I Carol, you are welcome. You have been asking your tatting friend how to do this. I just told that not everyone does this technique. I'm going to practice a lot. Yeah, I had, we talk about traditional tatting. An old lady came to one of my class, live class in person, and she was in eighth. 1993 a teacher in my area in tatting, needle, shuttle tatting, not needle. So about 20 years ago, when I did a class, she came with a friend. And, I'm not being mean by saying that because I found it so cute. Basically, she came and, well, I want to know how to do front side, back side. Why am I not, my project, all of my caps are not on the same side? How can I do that? And she was kind of, I've been wanting so much to learn this. Can you show me? And I taught her, and she went, well, where was that when I started teaching? So, yeah, front side, back side, some people will like that and want to do it, and others won't mind doing it, not doing it. So, practice. But I love practicing front side, back side. It's kind of part of how I tat, needle and shuttle tat, basically. And now I have a cat that you might be hearing. Yeah, you're welcome, Mary. So, if there's no more question, I will see you all next week. We're going to work on up joint, down joint. We're going to work on true rings this time. So yes, we're going to cut the thread from the ball. So that's what we're going to do next week. Oh, you're good, Anna. Just take your time. Homeworks are kind of there to help you practice. I know I did a big project with the Clover Dolly, but I know you can do it. And like I said, the Clover Dolly, you can stop at the third row. You don't need to do it. Yeah, I have a cat who's telling me it's enough, mom. So just stop at the third row. If you don't want to do the rest of it, it's fine. It's for you. By the way, I'm working. Said last week I was planning and organizing stuff. Um, for this summer, I'm looking at something we're going to do. In the comment below, tell me if you want a special class on the tatting journal. What to put, how to put it, what's important, what's not important, the difference. Tell me, do you want something on how to, I'm not saying put together, meaning that I'm not going to do a book, but I'm going to do page and explain to you what should be done and how I work mine. So let me know if that's something that would be interested for you. Okay. So guess that's it, guys. See you all next week. Okay. I'll work with the tatting journal because there's a tatting journal and there's the tatter simple, two things. So see you all next week. Bye, everyone.